My name is Marquise. I grew up back and forth between Chino and LA, right here on 91st and Western. Yeah, I created this shirt. I'm trying to start a little movement, push some positivity out here in the city. The movement is called South Central Unified. Basically, as the shirt represent, you know what I'm saying, I feel like there's power. You know, if Bloods and Crips could put their differences aside and, work together. I ain't saying we gotta hold hands and sing kumbaya, because I know that's not realistic. But at the end of the day, living in the system that we live in, white supremacy and all this racism, institutional racism, is not smart for us to be fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? I heard this one African proverb, and it said the war amongst the grasshoppers delights the crow. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the situation we in now. It's an artist out of Athens Park. He used to go by Doug, but now he's going by his name, Quincy White. And he put out a mixtape called Soul of a Panther. And on that mixtape, he was talking about like some Black Power stuff, you know what I'm saying? Some Black Panther type shit. And he was speaking on, the politics that's going on in LA and stuff like that with the gangbanging. And as I'm listening, to the lyrics and all that, like the image popped in my head. It just made me think like it's so much, we don't even understand how much power we have in the Black community, especially here in LA. But we're so divided behind these color lines, you know what I'm saying? And we have so much power. And then I just thought about like one side red, one side blue, with the black fist in the middle representing power. Like we bring this together, bro, like ain't nobody gonna be able to stop us. I feel like that's why during the truce in 92 and 93 and all that, that's why the police was on them back then, you know what I'm saying? I hear stories from my pops and my moms and them about how it was, like the police still harassing people when they, doing what they doing or whatever, even on some peace treaty type stuff. And it's like, because they know the power that we have, but we not understanding it. As far as putting it on a shirt, I was like, hell, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I linked up with somebody who do like graphic designing, and he made the image, and I'm like, yo, that'll be hard on a shirt. So, and at first I only got like 15 made at first, just for like the family. Gave one of my pops, my moms, you know what I'm saying, my brother and sister and all that. But then when I started putting it on social media and all that, and then I was in Atlanta one time, and Nipsey Hussle had a pop-up shop out there, and I had one in the car. So I'm like, I'm gonna go in there, buy, but I'm gonna give him a shirt and I'm gonna tell him what it represent. And he was like, oh, that's what's up. We took pictures with it. So when I posted that picture online, it blew up. Everybody was hitting me up like, bro, how do I get one with you, this and that. And then plus, Quincy, he had the shirt on in one of his music videos. So then that just kept it rolling, and people was hitting me up, how do I get a shirt? So I'm like, all right, damn, like, let me make some more, you know what I'm saying? And then I started thinking like, well, if we could spread this around the city, that'll be a tight, positive image, you know what I'm saying, to spread around the city, to walk around and see something like this, people walking down the street or in the grocery store or something, So I was like, fuck it, I'm about to, buy some shirts, get some shirts made or whatever. And I invested my money into it and created a little, little website for it and all that, and that was that. The police is out here harassing us. We getting shot down. Police ain't getting no time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we living in poverty. Our education system is failing us. There's no job opportunities out here, and we making it worse, fighting each other. And I feel like at some point in time, we got to think about the younger generation after us. When are we going to step up and say like, all right, this ain't cool no more? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get off of that. Let's teach our kids a different way. Let's teach our nephews, our little brothers and sisters a different way than where we going. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, to me, that's common sense, but at the same time, I understand, when people are born and raised in this is all they know, this becomes normal, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important to put some type of positive imagery out there, you know what I'm saying? I want my little brothers, and I don't have no kids, but I want my little brothers and sisters and my nephews and nieces to see something like this, and they don't have that feeling of like, I don't mess with them from over there, you know what I'm saying? They on the other side of the fence. I'm not messing with, I don't want them to grow up thinking like that. We gotta stop thinking about right now and think about down the line. What is our kids gonna be like? What is our grandkids gonna be like? If we keep perpetuating this cycle, they gonna be doing the same thing we doing. We getting shot, going to jail, you know what I'm saying? The same stuff over and over. Like, there's no positive benefits out of gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least a nigga in the streets hustling, I understand you trying to put food on the table. That makes sense. Even though it might be illegal, you jeopardizing your freedom, but at least it makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he trying to feed his family. I get that. I can respect that to a certain degree, but out here gangbanging, trying to press a line just because, like, what are you getting out of it? You're not getting paid. You're not feeding your family. You're not paying your grandma medical bills with none of that. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing it for? As men, we got to start you know, being providers for our family and, you know, taking care of, you know, necessities, not out here trying to be active and catch niggas slipping out of bounds and like all that stuff, tagging on walls and stuff. It's like we grown men now, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta move past that.
Did you ever want to be in a gang, or did you ever at some point want to join a gang?
Nah, I never wanted to join a gang. I feel like it definitely had its influences, you know what I'm saying? But my mom shut that down real quick. She wouldn't have, my mom grew up in the streets, my uncles and all them, you know what I'm saying? So if she even saw me kind of drifting that way, she was quick to snatch me up, you know what I'm saying, and let me know what it was, you know.
So how does a young brother like yourself, because from what I understand, you graduated from high school.
Yeah.
You college educated.
Yep.
You never gangbang. Nope. But you're familiar with these same exact environments, and at any time maybe you could have went down that path.
Definitely. Yeah.
What was it that had you on that path to where you actually became a college graduate?
I think one of the things about me is I'm very introverted. I don't do crowds. I don't do people that well. So it was easy for me to stay out of trouble because I wasn't really messing with a lot of people anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like I got friends that's Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? But anytime there's a gathering or anything, if it's a certain amount of people, I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later. I've always been like that. It ain't even got nothing to do with like gangbang or anything. I could be around family, Thanksgiving, and all the family come over. After an hour or two, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go kick it in the room, and you know, like I like my space. You know what I'm saying? And I think without knowing it growing up, but that's what helped, you know, me stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm such a to myself type of person. So it wasn't no peer pressure to join a gang or to be down with anybody, because I'm like, I always felt like an individual from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, I was blessed because I didn't live here my whole life. I lived in Chino for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I saw something else. And I'm like, yo, that's normal. I could walk down the street and not have to worry about getting banged on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's normal. But here, like, my little brother and sister, they live here their whole life. They ain't never seen nothing else. So this is their reality. You know what I'm saying? So either they gonna, you know, follow suit, or somebody like me is gonna step in and be like, hey, bro, don't do this, don't do that for X, Y, Z reasons, you know? But it's crazy and it's sad because it's like we so caught up in, like, survival mode. Like, there's no room for, like, any other type of growth, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to eat right now, whether we gotta go rob somebody, where we gotta flock a house, whatever it is, like, niggas is caught up in survival. And the gangbanging aspect is just, you know, one of those chapters in the book of growing up out here, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so much more to life out there than just this shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to tell my friends, you know what I'm saying? Get out, see something else. If somebody come to you with an issue, then by all means handle your business, you know what I'm saying? I'm always down for, like, self-defense. But I'm not gonna go out looking for problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go out trying to catch niggas slipping, pressing lines, asking niggas where they from, where they staying. Like, for what? Like, why? If he minding his business, I'm gonna mind my business too. Yes, be aware of your surroundings. Yes, pay attention to who's around you and what's going on. But if he minding his, if I'm at the Slauson and I'm minding my business, buying me a ball cap or whatever, and he in there buying some jewelry or whatever, like, I don't care if he look familiar. You know what I'm saying? If he minding his business, I'm minding mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and I feel like as men, we should all be like that regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like once you get to a certain age, you gotta put that gangbang shit on the back burner.
Now, you mentioned you have a little brother that's laying here. How old is he, and are you concerned that maybe he will fall into that trap? Because this is 9-0 neighborhood.
Yeah, he's 13, and sometimes I am concerned, because he do have a temper already without even, you know, gangbanging. But if he do decide to gangbang, then he gonna be, you know, out here. But that's why I feel like it's my job, it's my obligation as a big brother to stay on him and make sure he don't go down that route. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do worry about him for sure. I even worry about I got a little sister, she 12. I got more siblings, but the ones that stay here, you know, it's 12 and 13. I worry about her too.
Why even her? She's a girl.
I mean, females gangbang too, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, what type of dudes is you interacting with as you get older? And you in high school, what kind of dudes are you dating? You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here dating no thugs that's gangbang, because then that might get you caught up in the situation. You know, so I worry about her too.
You mentioned getting banged on. You know, you living in Chino, you don't got to worry about that. But when you're walking around here, you get banged on, or as they say, they hit you up.
Yeah,
right?
They press a line. Yeah.
Talk about what that's like. I know probably feelings of nervousness because everything's unpredictable. You don't know if it's just gonna be okay, they leave, or they want to get out and shoot, right?
Yeah.
What's that like, getting banged on as a young black man here in LA when you don't gangbang?
Yeah, it's tense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tense, but you gotta you can't show fear, you know what I'm saying? You got, like, people get, like, mistaken, like, oh, he don't gangbang, so he must be a punk or something. Like, it ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll defend myself, like, regardless. So if somebody approach me, I'm gonna let them know, like, hey, bro, I don't bang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with that bullshit. And then if he keep trying to press the issue or something like that, then it's gonna go where it's gonna go, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'll let him know, like, I'm gonna look him in the face and tell him, like, bro, I don't bang, I ain't with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll tell him why, too, like, it's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the same shit I'm telling you right now, I'll sit down and tell him, too. I'm not afraid of him, but it's tense, like you said, because it's unpredictable. You don't know if you're gonna get hurt, you don't know what's gonna happen. So it is tense, but it's not fear, you know what I'm saying? You can't be scared, you know what I'm saying? Because they gonna smell that, you know what I'm saying, a mile away. So it's like, you gotta stand up for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for watching StreetGangs.com. Please like and share the video you just watched and leave a comment below to tell us what you think. You can also watch 2 of our previous episodes to the right. Please visit the link to our Patreon page and support our campaign. And don't forget to subscribe.